Hello everybody and welcome to another episode. In today's episode I'm going to show you how to properly remove and replace the rear caliper from any car out there. So today I'm working on this Renault Traffic from the year 2009 and the left rear caliper on this car is not longer working how it should work. The handbrake is getting stuck, I checked all the cables, I checked everything, and the problem is with the caliper is not releasing the piston back, and because of that the brake is always applied, and because of that it's wearing prematurely the brake disc and also on the brake pads. So if you also have a problem like this one, you can also buy a repair kit which will come with a new piston and also with a new o-ring and something like that. But if you, for example, if the caliper is not so expensive, like in my case is not, it only cost me about 15 or 16 euros, something like that, and because of that I decided to replace it completely with a brand new one. So with all of these things being said, in today's episode I'm going to show you all how to replace the rear brake caliper on any Renault Traffic out there. To begin this job, the first thing which you have to do is to lift the car up on a jack stand and remove the wheel. So with the rear wheel removed from the vehicle, I have a lot of access to remove the caliper from the car. And the first thing which you have to do is to remove the cable from the handbrake. You have right here this metal bracket which is securing the cable mounted to the caliper. You have to push down this metal bracket, and after that you have to pull from the cable from the handbrake, and in this way the cable will come out from the caliper. After that you have to remove those two screws which are securing the caliper mounted to the caliper mounting bracket. And then you'll have to remove the brake line on which the brake fluid is traveling to the caliper. And to remove the brake line, you'll have to go right here behind the caliper, and you'll have to use a 40mm key to undo the little bolt, and after that you'll have to remove the caliper out completely and undo it completely from the brake line. So if you follow the steps and if you do it exactly like I'm showing you right here in this video, you will also be able to do it in your place on your car very easy and fast. The first thing which you have to do is to remove the handbrake cable from the caliper, and to do so you'll have to push down this metal bracket, and in the exact same time when you push it down you'll have to pull up the cable from the handbrake and it will come out from its place. After that you'll have one more plastic clip which is securing it mounted to the caliper, and after you release this plastic clip the cable will completely come out from the caliper. After that, the next step which I'm going to do is to remove the brake line from the caliper. In my case, I'm only going to undo it a little bit right now, and after I remove the caliper completely from the caliper mounting bracket, I will be able to remove it completely from the car. The next step which you have to do is to remove the caliper from the mounting bracket, and to do so you'll have to use a combination of two keys. You'll have to use a 30mm key and also a 50mm key to remove the bolt which are securing the caliper mounted to the caliper mounting bracket. So now that I removed the caliper from the mounting bracket, I'm able to remove the brake line completely out from the caliper. And to do so, with one hand I'm holding the brake line, and with the other hand I'm spinning the caliper into the opposite direction until the caliper is coming out from the brake line. Also, you don't have to worry if the brake fluid is coming out from the brake line, because at the end of this video I'm going to show you all how to completely bleed the system on any car. After install all the parts back on the vehicle, I recommend you all to go inside the vehicle, and you'll have to push the brake pedal a few times until the piston is building pressure and until the piston is pushing against the brake pad. Alright everybody, the caliper is mounted back on the vehicle, everything is working very good so far, and now the next step which I'm going to do is to bleed the system completely on this car. In my case, for example, because I'm alone, I have a special tool which will help me to bleed the system alone and using comprimed air. And in my case, I'm going to bleed the system on all 4 wheels. I always like to bleed the system completely on all 4 wheels because in this way, I'll have no air into the installation or into the system and the braking will work perfectly fine. So as you can see, this is how the caliper is looking. Make sure to tighten everything back together very good. Make sure to install back the brake line and make sure to install it correctly, because if you don't tighten it enough, the brake fluid will come out and you will have no brakes on the part which you're working on. So just take that in mind to make everything perfectly like it was before. Right here, this is the caliper which I showed you all how to install it on this kind of vehicle. I removed the little rubber from the bleeding valve because I want to bleed the system very good. And right here on the other side, I also replaced the other caliper with a brand new one, which I'm going to also bleed on this car. If you, for example, don't have a special tool to bleed the system alone on the car, don't worry, because you can also call a friend or a girlfriend or something like that, and you have to go inside the car. You have to push the brake pedal a few times until it's getting harder and harder. Then you have to hold it down, and you have to put someone else to remove the little bleeding valve until the air is coming out from the caliper. Then he has to close the bleeding valve again, and you have to push again the brake pedal a few times, and you have to hold it down again, and someone else have to open the bleeding valve, and so on. And in this way you will also be able to bleed the system very good on the car. So in my case, for example, right here it is the little tank for the fluid, which is for the braking fluid, and right here this is the special tool which I'm going to show you all how to use. This is working with only one person. You have to connect it to any comprimed air, and after that you have to put the other end over the bleeding valve from the caliper, and in this way this will sucks all the air and also all the fluid from inside the caliper, and in this way it will remove the air from the system. To correctly use this kind of tool alone, you have to connect the little hose to the bleeder valve of the caliper, and after that you have to turn on the tool. Then if you want to make a little bit faster this kind of job, you can also go inside the car, you can also press the brake pedal a few times, and in this way you will also push the brake fluid out of the caliper a little bit faster than usual. And in my case, for example, I always like to hold it until I see that there are no more bubbles inside the hose, and after I see that the brake fluid is coming out very clear, I'm going to stop and I'm going to tighten back the little bleeder valve, and I'm going to move next on the other wheel. As you can see, the brake fluid is coming out very clean, very nice, and now I'm going to stop the little bleeder valve, I'm going to close it, and I'm going to move next to the other wheel. After you finish bleeding one caliper at a time, you'll have to go back into the engine compartment. You have to add more fluid into the brake fluid reservoir, because you don't want to let it go underneath the minimum level, because if it's going under the minimum level, it will also catch air and the system will not be completely cleaned. So in my case, I'm going to bleed the system from one caliper. I'm going to go back into the engine compartment. I will add more braking fluid into the brake fluid reservoir. I'm going to put it to the maximum level, then I'm going to move next to the other caliper, and so on. So the important thing which you have to understand, every time you bleed one caliper, you have to go into the engine compartment, you have to put a brand new fluid into the brake fluid reservoir, and you have to put it until it will reach the maximum level. Then you'll have to go back, you'll have to go on the other caliper and bleed the other caliper, and so on. Never let the brake fluid from the brake fluid reservoir go underneath the minimum level, because if it's going underneath the minimum level, then the system will also catch air again, and you'll have a lot of air into the ABS pump and also into the system, and it will take you a lot of time to bleed the system again. Right here, I'm done with bleeding the system on the rear side, and now I'll go ahead and bleed the system on the front side, but I'm not going to film it because I don't want to make this video too long. Also, as you can see right here, the brake fluid from this reservoir is right in between the minimum and the maximum level, so this is very good. And now the next step which I'm going to do is to add more brake fluid into this reservoir, and I'm going to add until I'm going to reach the maximum level on this car. So the brake fluid which you have to put in most of the cars out there, it's a .4, and in my case I choose to go with HOWTODO. This is the best brake fluid which you can get out there, and I'm going to put it back into the brake fluid reservoir until it will reach the maximum level. After that I will remove the front wheels, I will also bleed the system from the front side, and the job will be done. So as you can see, now the fluid is at the maximum level. If you, for example, are done with the job, you can also let the fluid to be at the maximum level after you finish this job. Don't let it on the minimum, always let it at the maximum level. Alright everybody, with all of these things being said, this is how to remove the caliper from any car. This is how to build the system on any car out there. Thank you all for watching. If you like this video and found it informative, please leave a like and a comment down below. See you next time.